What's going on, guys? I'll be Fitness Gaming, and you've seen the title of the video. You know why you're here. Gah! We're playing Storm. Just kidding. We're playing Domain Zoo. Come on. Come on, man. You know what we're doing. You know why you're here. Alright, so this hand is decent. It's decent. Unfortunately, we can't go, but whatever. We'll play Triome. Then after Triome, we get the breeding pool. This is a keep. And we can go from there. Most likely Draco. I like to map out my hand a few turns in advance. Now, obviously, things can change depending on what you're playing against, depending on what you draw. But you want to kind of already start having your plan in place when you have your hand. That's a tip that I've learned from some of my friends who are pros. You know, one thing that I would always notice is they would have hands that they're definitely not going to mulligan, and yet they would sit there pondering for a while, and I would ask, I was like, why are you pondering this hand? This is a good hand. He's like, well, I'm formulating a plan. I'm thinking of what I'm going to play here, here, here. If this happens, what do I play here? And then it's like, oh, that makes perfect sense. You know, you're using less mental energy when you do that, right? Because you already know straightforward, like, hey, most likely the first two turns are going to be pretty straightforward, right? Like, and here we go. Here we go. We're about to get griefed, most likely twice in a row. Wonder what they take here. Okay. Leyline Binding, that means they're going to be able to put this back into play. Yep. So discard decks, usually based on what they take, you can usually tell what they have in their hand. Especially if you have a little bit of if you have a decent understanding of how their deck operates. So I think they could have Bolt here, right? So we could try to connect with the Ragavan, and they could have Bolt. And that could be loose. I think they can also have another one of these, right? And if we kill this, it comes back, takes another card. That would be disastrous. Alright, so since we're not psychics, we're just going to go with the play that is less punishing. It's less punishing if they have Lightning Bolt for this than if we kill this and they bring it back, and they not only does our Tribal Flame not do anything, but then they take something else. Alright. And who knows, they may have both. But, you know, like I mentioned, we're going to go with the safer play, the one that's going to punish us the least. Ugh. Well, at least we know what they have, right? So now we can kill this grief. Oh boy. Oh boy! I really wanted that Lightning Bolt. Alright, so we're in really bad shape. Really bad shape, because we're going to be able to kill this grief, but they have a Ragavan. They're going to continue to be able to just dash in. And we play a lot of cheap spells. I mean, they can hit a Tribal Flames, they can hit Lightning Bolts. Even if they don't hit anything, it's still very problematic for us because it's really hard to deal with this unless we have some type of instant interaction, and then we also need, or a threat. And they're like hitting cards that we want to draw too, which is unfortunate. Like I wouldn't mind drawing this, playing this, and having a solid blocker. Okay. That's not bad. Yeah. So we know they have Ragavan. And it's kind of it's unfortunate because we have no way to interact with Ragavan right now, so we can't even attack. But we do have about 10 points of damage here. If we can draw another threat, play the threat, sit back, and then we can start going to town. Alright, so what do we need here? We need another red. A Nacatl, that's a good one. It's decent. I'm gonna shoot off this Tribal Flames here. And the reason I want to do that is because I don't want to get Thoughtseed or griefed. Okay. Alright, so we're in good shape now. We have to dodge a bomb here. Okay. So they're definitely throwing this out there as a blocker. And they have a land. That's good for us. Great. We're in good shape here. Hopefully we draw something nasty. A Ragavan. That's not bad. They do play Bolt as well. Okay, yeah. That was pretty much over. If they block here, they take 3. No, they take 4. Yeah, no, yeah, they were gonna just die. Let's see what we would have drawn here. Ooh, Dromoka's Command. That's a good one. All right. So, this is decent. Teferi might be a little too slow. What do we take out? I mean, counter spells are okay, but on the draw, Remand might be actually worse than Stubborn Denial on the draw. I think this is good. I don't really see anything else here. I mean, Wheel of Sun and Moon, we could get lucky. I mean, we're on the draw, so it's kind of rough, but we could target them, and then that shuts off some decent stuff off their deck, but I don't think it's worth. It's too time-consuming to set up. I mean, usually they're griefing first and second turn anyways, and we're on the draw. One lander. On the draw. If we had a turn 1 play, I would keep it, but okay, this is terrible, but we'll keep it. We'll get rid of. Let's get rid of a fetch. If we draw another land, I'm probably not going to play the trial. And I'm just going to hold it in hand to use it as something to cycle. So these grief decks, they really prey on bad draws, right? They spend a lot of cards to do stuff like this, and it is very powerful when you have a weak hand. But when you have a stacked hand, I feel like it's not. It just, I don't know. It seems weak. I mean, not weak like it's not modern playable, but I mean I feel like you give up too many cards, right? Like if this was all gas and we didn't have to mulligan, and then this is all you have left, like okay, and let's say I had another piece of removal and some threats, okay, kill this, threat, go. And it's like, okay, what do you do now? You blew your load right off the top. But when you have sketchy hands, they're able to really punish you. Alright, so not sure why they took this, but we need to keep that in mind. Alright, so let's grab a steam vents here. And just bolt this. I'm still trying to figure out why they took this Dromoka's command. Do they have some type of enchantment or something? I mean, the bolt clearly kills this. I guess we're going to find out soon enough. Okay. I wonder why they didn't dash that in also. Especially since they didn't play some type of hand disruption. So we're going to lead here with the Kavu. Kavu is the better creature. It also doesn't die to lightning bolt, but it does die to fatal push. So depending on what they have. Okay, so they didn't have fatal push. Yeah, if we know they have fatal push, then we go brawler. Obviously, if they have bolt, we go territorial. If we don't know what they have, we go territorial. Territorial is just better. So they got 2 cards in hand. Blood Moon. Okay, so that's why they got rid of the Dromoka's command. I totally forgot this deck is full-blown degeneracy. Okay, so do we block here? I mean, they could hit a token and a lightning bolt, and then it just becomes a disaster because there's no way for us to deal with that Ragavan. So now we just have to land go into, we draw into a Plains and a Leyline Binding. So that's really what we're going to be doing this entire game here until they play something that at least puts pressure on us. Rather draw the Plains first. Don't really want to keep the Leyline Binding in our hand because they do play a lot of discard. We also have to have 6 lands in play, by the way. Well, actually, no, what, 5? Yeah, because we have 2 card types. And if we draw a forest, that gets better. I mean, we can still win this game. So that's why we're going to play it out. Hopefully we can draw like a forest or something, another land type. Whew. This is rough. Yeah, if we would have drew like a forest or another land type, we could have killed this, and then we could have, we could have been in a good situation of just waiting it out. But, taking 3 damage from a Ragavan, creating treasure tokens, being able to play cards off the top, It's going to be real fast clock here for us. And they also play bolts, so once we're down to a certain amount, it's going to be very hard. Is he gonna... Oh, they're gonna play the Kavu. Okay. It's not bad. Alright. Bolt. I'm bolting there instead of... That's probably really bad, actually, now that I think about it, because they can draw another Ragavan here, but at this point, I'm just trying to get through this as fast as possible, because we see the writing on the wall. We have to draw like the 2 perfect cards, and then we have to draw a bunch of land, which we haven't even been making land drops either. And now they can filter through their deck. Jegantha, surprisingly a decent card against Blood Moon decks. Sometimes Blood Moon decks, this happens, they Blood Moon you, but then they really struggle to like finish the game. So it does give you some time. Jegantha's really good because you can still cast it through a Blood Moon. But like I said, you know, we're missing land drops, but there goes the Thoughtseize. And now they're just going to continue to filter through their deck. We have a couple turns here. We can draw, we need to draw perfect. We need plains, Leyline Binding. And they have to break. There, okay. So we got Leyline Binding. Now we need the plains. So next game we're going to bring in the wear and tears for sure. Going to be more aggressive about fetching out our basics early on. It's going to be tough because they have a lot of discards, so they can just take whatever protects the Blood Moon. So we're dead. I mean, even if we draw land there, yeah, we take care of this, but then we're tapped out, then we die anyways. Alright, so let's bring in this. Stubborn Denial is decent, it can stop the Blood Moon. Huh. What's better? This? I think these are better than Dromoka's Command. I don't want to... Oh wait, Summer of Veil. Veil of Summer. Let's play one Veil of Summer. Okay, this is a decent hand. So we're gonna go Temple Garden, Steam Vents. Okay, that's not bad. Rather see that than a discard spell. Ooh, Bolt. Steam Bends. If they block here, no, I think we don't. They're not. Okay, so they don't block. So we're going to bolt them anyways. But I was thinking if they were to block there and give up their Ragavan, I was thinking about Tribal Flaming, but that could mean they have a second Ragavan. So it's probably best to always just leave the bolt up. They could have something to recur the Ragavan here, which is not the worst. They're probably going to hit us with a Blood Moon next turn. So we have to get this Draco in play. So we're going to go with the Draco. Hopefully they don't have a removal for the Nacatl, because we really need to step on the gas this game, because I'm pretty sure they're going to Windmill Slam a Blood Moon next turn. If we can dodge one more turn of Blood Moon, we'll be pretty good, because we can do 9. We can do 9 with the Tribal Flame and the Draco, because I'm assuming they're going to block. Alright, so it's Grief. They're going to probably take... If they take the Kavu, then they don't have Blood Moon for sure. So they most likely have Blood Moon. Okay. So they're going to trade here. Or what are they going to do? Fatal Push? Oh, okay, they're just going to do that. So 2 of their 3 cards have to be land and Blood Moon for us to be in really bad shape. They could have Fatal Push. That's not the best for us, but... Okay, that's not the worst. Okay, so they're not attacking. That's good news for us. Plains, that's good. Okay, so we're going to get in. We're just going to attack with everything. We have first strike. our threat. So we're not going to cycle it away. Okay. Not sure if opponent double blocked because they didn't want to take any damage or because they didn't know or realize that our Kavu has first strike. Maybe they didn't want to take damage because of a bolt. I think that's what it was. I think they just didn't want to take a lightning bolt to the face. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think like what can they have there that can do anything to us. All right. So that was versus Rakdos, Grief, Rakdos, Scam. I don't know what people are calling it nowadays. I'm just going to call it Rakdos Discard, Rakdos Grief. Still playing the pretty standard Domain Zoo list. Wild Nacatls, Ragavans, Brawlers, Kavus, Dracos. The flex spots, we have the Dromoka's Command with the 2 remands. Lands straightforward. The sideboard needs a little bit of work. We're going to replace this with Rest in Pieces. Was trying this for Mill, but I haven't ran into any Mill. Probably just better just to have the Rest in Peace. But yeah, there it is. I'm going to have the deck in the description below. If you have any questions for me, comment at the bottom. Any plays I could have done differently, comment at the bottom. Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my video. Hit that notification button. I post every day so you can get your daily fill-in with Domain Zoo. Again, guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for watching, and take care, and peace out.